Hello? Am I audible now? Am I audible now? Okay, audible. Guys, please 2 minutes. There is some technical issues that we are looking into it. Please wait. Okay. Yes, Ragul. I too missed you all. See, I'm adjusting the camera. Please give me some time. இதெல்லாம் கிளாஸ் ஆரம்பிக்கணும்னு பண்ண வேண்டிய வேலைகள். Yes, Suzefa, good to see you too. Again, I moonwalked. Okay. See, today's session is very important session, as I'm going to solve one question paper. Yes, I'm going to solve question papers. Few questions I may leave also in between because I'm just going to keep this in my mind that I'm like, as a student, how to solve that I'm going to do it, and those missed question solutions and all will be uploaded again, don't worry. நிஜமா சொல்றேன் இம்ரான், என்னால எங்க தெரியுறேன் பார் கேமரால. Yes, okay, let us start now. I think now it's everything is all right, everything is fine. Let us start, my dear. Good evening to you all. Okay, before I start, let me tell you, the coming week you are going to have company account session from accounts. Okay, company account session will be there. Those who are interested, they can attend that session. Economics also going to be there. Law also going to be there. Please get ready for that, my dear. Yes, now listen here. Let us start with the first question. A contractor who fails to complete a building in a certain specified time is compelled to forfeit 200 rupees for the first day of extra time required, and thereafter forfeited amount is increased by 25 rupees for every day. If the losses rupees 9450 for how many days he did over in the contract time. First, before I start, I want to ask you this question. This is from which chapter? What is chapter name? I want you to write it, my dear. I want you to write it. What is chapter name? What is name of the chapter? What is name of the chapter? Huh? Time value of money. Okay. Yes, Patel, I'll share it in the group. Yes, let's see how many of you can give me the name of the topic. Here in the classroom, one student said it is time value of money. Uzma Khan is saying sequence and series. Rahul Raj is saying logic. Vaishnavi says APGP. Okay. Anyone else? Anyone else can please see, before we start, now we should know from which topic we are solving the questions, right? Balaya says sequence and series. See, we should know from which topic we are solving. Snehal also sequence and series. So majority is sequence and series. Actually, the chapter name is sequence and series. Listen here. What is the question? For example, Zapcol is giving time value. See, your friend is there. Listen here, my dear. Here, what is given? For example, I am the contractor. I am taking the work from you, and you said you should complete it within the specified time. If you don't complete it, then I will that is put some fine on you. Okay, the initial amount is 200 rupees. After that, every time 25 rupees, 25 rupees, 25 rupees. For every delay, I will add it. This is the question, right? Total, how much I lost? 9,450 I lost. So that means how many days it is delayed. That is what the question. So what is the sequence here? 200 plus 225 plus 250 plus dot dot dot. I don't know what is last term, which is equal to 9450. Is that right, my dear? I need to find out what is n. So what is it? N by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d is equal to 9450. Better use trial and error method. Use trial and error method and check what is the answer is. Can you please use trial and error method? Calculator. Don't waste your time by using this thing. What is it? Quadratic equation. Yes. What is the answer? Can anyone tell me, my dear? Fast. Make it fast. Let me try 21. 20 into 25 is 500, 900, 450, 9450 divided by 450. Option B. 21 only, na? Correct. Yes. I will give you one trick here. Are you ready? Are you ready to learn the trick? To get the, I think, trial and error method also, you know, you are taking time, right? So, if you want to check, that is directly I want to substitute, it's waste of time, sir. Okay. How to do it, I'll tell you. What is there on the right hand side? 9450. What is there on the right hand side? 9450. 9450 divided by 19. Is it perfectly divisible, my dear? Is it perfectly divisible? No. So 19 cannot be my answer. Then 9450 divided by 21. What is it? Is it perfectly divisible? Oh, calcil. Okay. Perfectly divisible, right? Let's go. Answer sheet. Answer sheet. Is it perfectly divisible, my dear? Say yes or no. 9450 divided by 21. Is it perfectly divisible? So, actually there are only two options are perfectly divisible. So, therefore, either 21 will be my answer or 25 will be my answer. And I am checking with 21. I am getting the answer. I am marking it. That's it. Am I loud and clear, my dear? So, this is one way of approach, my dear. This is one way of approach. Okay. Now, next question. Let's go to the next question. Vehicle is coded as book. Book as flower. Flower as sweet. Sweet as us. Use division number. Okay. House as mental hospital and mental hospital as temple. Then where is treasure of huge amount of knowledge hidden? Can you please tell me where is the treasure of huge amount of knowledge hidden? Vehicle is coded as book. Book is flower. Flower is sweet. Sweet as house. House as mental hospital. Mental hospital as temple. And where is the treasure of huge knowledge hidden? It's a nice question, my dear. Please. Give me the answer. Okay. Others also can try the answer. My dear, it is flower. Because book is coded as flower. Knowledge is there in book. Okay. Not in vehicle, not in mental hospital, not in temple and all. The knowledge is there in the book. So book is knowledge. Flower. Okay, its code language is what? Flower. Therefore, option D. Okay. Very good. Now, a man walks 1 kilometer to east and then he turns to south, walks 5 kilometer. Again he turns to east and walks 2 kilometer. Then he turns north and walks 9 kilometer. How far is he from the starting point? Look at this, my dear. Can you please start? Can you please start, my dear? A man walks 1 kilometer east. See, I think you know this one. Okay, directions: north, south, east, west. What is it? 1 kilometer to east, then turns to south, 5 kilometer, again turns to east and walks 2 kilometer. After that he turns north and walks 9 kilometer. So how far he is from the starting point? So they ask you to find out the hypotenuse. So what is it, my dear? This is 5 kilometer, that means it is 4 kilometer. See, 5 kilometer is given. 5 kilometer. Okay, starting point is here, sorry. Starting point is here. So this overall length is 3. 3, 4, you know Pythagoras triplet, which is 5. From the starting point, it is 5 kilometer. Is that clear, my dear? From the starting point, it is 5 kilometer. So what is it? East 1 kilometer. YouTube on panikama. Yes. East 1 kilometer. South 5 kilometer. Again turns east 2 kilometer. After this, he turns to north 9 kilometers. Now I am going to teach you shortcut. Okay, I am going to teach you shortcut. Are you all ready, my dear? Shortcut. Listen here. Same direction add, opposite direction subtract. Same direction add, opposite direction subtract. Now look at this. E1, E2, that is east, east. So we need to add. So 3. One side is 3. Okay, one side is 3. South and north. Opposite. Am I right, my dear? South and north. Opposite. Okay, south is opposite to north. We need to subtract. What is the difference, my dear? 4 kilometers. So 3, 4. Now they ask you to find out from the starting point. Of course, in these type of questions, Pythagoras theorem is applicable. 3, 4 and 5, my dear. So my answer is 5. What is my answer? 5. Is that clear, all of you? Say yes or no. Fine. Yes. Now, divided bar chart is good for comparing various components of a variable, relating different components of the whole, A and B, A or B. Which is the right answer, my dear? I want you to give me the answer. What is it? Yes, fast, 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 fast. Which is the right answer? A or B? Divided bar chart is good for comparing various components of variable, relating different components to the variable. It is A or B. Are you sure? Zapkol is giving A. Vaishnav Shaktivel is giving D. Balaya gave D. Ilamati given C. A and B is the right answer. Not A or B. It is A and B. Both options possible. Now, for a set of 100 observations taking assumed mean as 5, the sum of the deviations minus 11 and the sum of the squares of the deviations 257 centimeter square, the coefficient of variation is. What is it? Coefficient of variation is. What is coefficient of variation formula, my dear? Sigma by x bar into 100. Sigma by x bar into 100. Okay, coefficient of variation is what? Sigma by x bar into 100. Okay, fine. Scan it. Okay. And now. Yes. Okay, sigma by x bar into 100. Now listen here, my dear. Let us find out mean first. Let us find out mean first. What is mean? Which is affected by the deviation. Which is affected by the deviation. So, for set of 100 observation taking assumed mean as 4. What is assumed mean, my dear? 4. Okay, assumed mean is what? 4. Total 100. So, what is total, my dear? 100. So, 4 plus minus 11 by 100. What exactly it is? 4 plus minus 11 by 100. Is it nothing but 3.89? So, this is my mean. This is our x bar. Now let us find out standard deviation. Standard deviation is not affected by shift of origin or change of scale and all. So let us not bother about it. So standard deviation is equal to square root of summation d square divided by n minus summation d by n the whole square minus 11 by 100 the whole square. Can you please tell me what is it? Can you please check what you are getting? $1.6. So 1.6 divided by 3.89 into 100. Can you please check what you are getting, my dear? 1.6 divided by 3.89 into 100. Please. Fast, fast, fast. Make it fast. %41.13%. 41.13%. My dear, today I am solving it little slowly, huh? Because next time and all I may not solve slowly. I may go very fast. Hey guys, tomorrow I am conducting one examination, online exam. So that is what today Today I am asking you to attend this. So tomorrow you are going to write the exam. One sample exam you write in the app. Through app we are conducting. Please write it down. Okay. Please don't forget to write it. I am telling you. Today I am solving one paper. Tomorrow you write it. Let's see. My dear, I am putting lot of effort. Now it's your turn. See, do something. I am asking other teachers also come to support you people. But I want you to take the benefit out of it. Now, Laspey's and Paget's method dash time reversal test actually do not satisfy time reversal test. Okay, Laspey's and Paget's do not satisfy time reversal test. Now, Mohan was facing east. He walked 4 km forward. Then after turning his right, walked 3 km. Again he turned to his right and walked 4 km. After he turned back, which direction he facing at that time? Please tell me, my dear. Uzefa, how to attend means you need to download our app, my dear. I hope you are there in the channel. In the channel, all the updates will be given. If you are not yet joined the channel, please join now. Can you give me the answer? Mohan was facing east. He walked 4 km. See, he was facing east and walked 4 km forward. Then take a right, 3 km. Again turned to his right and walked for 4 km. And he turned back. Which direction he is facing now? He turned back and which direction he is facing now? He turned back and which direction he is facing now? East direction. Listen here once again. Mohan was facing east. He walked 4 km forward, then turning to his right and walked 3 km. See, I did a mistake here. That's what. South is always committing mistake. Look at this. Mohan was facing east. He walked 4 km. 3 km. Now again 3 km. Okay, again 4 km, sorry. Now what happens? He turns back. So it is east only. Am I right, my dear? He turns back and it is east only. Option A. Now, Kalyani is the mother-in-law of Veera, who is sister-in-law of Ashok. Dheeraj is father of Sudeep, the only brother of Ashok. How is Kalyani related to Ashok? Now listen here. Kalyani is the mother-in-law of Veena. That means there is Kalyani. Okay. Kalyani is the mother-in-law, right? Sorry. Kalyani is mother-in-law of Veera. Okay, Kalyani is mother-in-law of Veera. That means Kalyani has a, for example, son. Veera female character will take. Because Veena only, okay. And Kalyani's son has got a daughter. Sorry, son. Kalyani's son has got a wife. And that wife is Veena. Now, Kalyani is mother-in-law of Veena, who is sister-in-law of Ashok. Veena is sister-in-law of Ashok. Veena is sister-in-law of Ashok. What is my Veena is sister-in-law of Ashok, my dear? Look at this. Kalyani is mother-in-law. That means Kalyani has got a son. And that son has got a wife. That wife is Veena. But Veena is sister-in-law of what? Ashok. So, Veena has got a sister and that sister has got a husband. That husband is Ashok. Am I right, my dear? Then only Veena is sister-in-law. Okay. Next, what is given? Dheeraj is father of Sudeep, the only brother of Ashok. So, Ashok has got only brother. Who is it? Sudeep. And Sudeep's father is what? Dheeraj. Is that right, my dear? Say yes or no. Guys, you understand or not? Dheeraj is the father of Sudeep, the only brother of Ashok. How is Kalyani related to Ashok? How is Kalyani related to Ashok? How is Kalyani related to Ashok? Fine. How is Kalyani related to Ashok? Maybe mother? Am I right, my dear? But please don't take the call. That is wrong. Okay, because people are giving mother, 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 mother. See, there is no proper blood relation here. There is no proper blood relation. The answer is none of these. The answer is what? None of these. There is no proper blood relation. Hey, please look at this. Na. This is one family. This is one family. From Veena, this is another family. Okay, Ashok is third family. There are three families are mixed, my dear. So please, there is none of the above is the right answer. Next, if A and B are two events, P of A is 3 by 8, P of B is 1 by 2, P of A intersection B is 1 by 4, then the value of P dash union B dash. Now how smart kids do, I'll tell you. P of A dash union B dash. Sir, I remember De Morgan's law, sir. Am I right, my dear? I remember De Morgan's law. What is it? P of A intersection B the whole dash, which is 1 minus P of A intersection B. So, 1 minus 1 by 4. Is it 3 by 4, my dear? Say yes or no? Guys, you understood? That's it. Perfect. Now, two numbers are in the ratio 7:8. Wow, fantastic. If 3 is added to each of them, the ratio becomes 8:9. The numbers are, two numbers are in the ratio 7:8. 3 is added to each of them, the ratio becomes 8:9. The numbers are, look at this, my dear, 7:8. I think you can use the trial and error method. There is only one option. My dear, what generally I do, I'll tell you. 7:8. First number reducible by 7. So I'll check the option. Okay, option A, first number reducible by 7. Option B, first number is not divisible by 7. Option C, first number reducible by 7. Option D, not divisible by 7. So my answer is either option A or option C. Okay, next, 8. So second number must be divisible by 8. Sir, this also divisible by 8, this also divisible by 8. Okay, fine. So option A and option B, option C, both are satisfying. Now, if 3 is added, so 21 plus 3, 24. 24 plus 3 is 27. Yes, 8:9. Only this option C is satisfying, my dear. That's it. Vaishnavi, sister-in-law, we may take Anni also, na sir. Sister-in-law, definitely Anni. Sister-in-law is Anni only. Now, find the positive value of k for which the questions x square plus kx plus 64 equal to 0, x square minus 8x plus k equal to 0 will have real roots. What is the condition for real roots, my dear? B square minus 4ac should be greater than or equal to 0. Am I right, my dear? B square minus 4ac should be what? Greater than or equal to 0. For what value of k? For what value of k? This b square minus 4ac greater than or equal to 0 is coming. That is the question. Am I right, my dear? Say yes or no? Yes? Okay. Now tell me, what is the value of k? Sir, either you can use trial and error method or you can use the actual method. Fine. Let me check. First, a trial and error method. If I put k as 12, x square plus 12x plus 64. If I multiply two numbers, I will get 64. Add two numbers, 12. Not, I think it's a lengthy process. When I get 16, sir, if I put 16, x square plus 16x plus 64, which is x plus 8 the whole square, equal to 0. X is equal to minus 8 comma minus 8, which is real number. Second equation also you substitute. X square minus 8x plus 16 equal to 0. Sir, which is x minus 4 the whole square. So x is equal to 4, sir. I think condition satisfied. My answer is C. But otherwise, if you want to use the actual method, we need to use what, my dear? B square minus 4ac is B square minus 4ac is greater than or equal to 0. Then only it is called real number. Am I right, my dear? Then only it is called real roots. Is that clear, all of you? Yes. Take any one of the equation. What is it? x square minus 8x plus 16 equal to 0. B square minus 8 the whole square minus 4ac equal to 0. Sorry. Greater than or equal to 0. I think I am getting 0 equal to 0. Say yes or no, my dear. With the first equation, am I getting 0 or not? Say yes or no. Oh, I am substituting the values 8x directly. I substituted. No, Vaishnava, you cannot take that. Wrong. X square minus 8x plus k equal to 0. Am I right? Is it the equation? Let me check it. X square minus 8x plus k equal to 0. B square minus 4ac greater than or equal to 0 minus 4k greater than or equal to minus 64. K is less than or equal to 16. So k value will be what? 16. K value will be what? 16 or less than 16. That is the right answer. But by direct substitution you can get it. Now, out of 150 students, 45 passed in accounts, 30 in economics and 50 in maths, 30 in both accounts and maths, 32 in both maths and economics, 35 in both accounts and economics, 25 students passed in all the 3 subjects. Find the numbers who passed at least any one of the subjects. Look at this, my dear. Find the number of students who passed at least any one of the subject. Look at this. You want shortcut? Please listen this. If you want shortcut, please listen here. Out of 150 students, 45 passed in accounts. That is n of a is 45. N of e is given. N of m is given. The question is, find the number who passed at least in any one subject. People who attended my probability session, you know the meaning of at least one. What is it? N of a union b union c is equal to n of a plus n of b plus n of c. They ask you to find out this, right? At least minus n of a intersection b. Can you please check the answer? N of b intersection c minus n of a intersection c minus n of a intersection b intersection c. Can you please check the answer, my dear? What is it? Out of 120 students, 150 students, 45 passed in accounts, okay, 30 in economics, 50 in maths, minus 30 in both, 32 in both, 35 in both, 25 passed in all the 3, plus 25. Can you tell me the answer, my dear? What you are getting? Can you please tell me that? Please give me the answer. Fast, fast, fast. Hey, only substitution, man. You are taking too much time. 85, 135, 105, 53. "53 is the right answer. You are taking too much time. This is not good. You are taking too much time, my dear. You are taking too much time. This is not fair. Now, how many such even numbers are there in the following number of sequence, each of which is immediately followed by an odd number and immediately preceded by an even number?" Now listen here. How many even numbers in the following number sequence, each of which immediately followed by an odd number, and immediately preceded by an even number? One even number, before that even number, one even number, after that even number, that is preceding and succeeding. One even number, its preceding number is even, succeeding number is odd. So three numbers you check, my dear. Okay, there is even number, preceding number is even, succeeding number is odd. So this is one group. Am I right, my dear? Say yes or no. Here we have got even, but it is not happening because preceding number is 7, which is odd number, but we want preceding number as even number. So therefore this is not possible, but this 6, 8, 9 is possible. Do you all agree, my dear? This is not possible. Okay. This is not possible. Okay. Not possible. Okay. Not possible. Not possible. Okay. Not possible. How many are there, my dear? Preceding number is even, right? This is possible and this is possible. Total 4. Total 4. You understand? If preceding number is even, succeeding is odd. I think one of these are the three numbers possible. Is that clear, all of you? See, in this type of questions, I am teaching, that's what many of you may understand. Otherwise, most of you will commit the mistake only in this question. So, handle with care. Handle with care. Next one. Listen here. 8 people are planning to share equally the cost of a rental car. If one person withdrawn from the arrangement, the other shares equally entire cars. Then the share of each remaining persons increases by. Look at this, my dear. It's actually what happens. Initially 8 people. Okay, for example, 1 rupee means 1 by 8. Now it became what? 1 by 7. It became what? 1 by 7 because one person left. Now all the contribution is what? For 7 people only. Next. If one of the root of the equation is 2 plus root 5, very important type of question. Mark my word, this time this type of question will come. One of the root is 2 plus root 5. We need to find out the quadratic equation. If one of the root is root 2 plus root 5, the other one will be what? 2 minus root 5. Other one will be what? 2 minus root 5. Of course. Now quadratic equation, x square minus sum of roots into x, which is equal to 4x, plus product of roots, which is nothing but 2 plus root 5 into 2 minus root 5, minus 1 equal to 0. X square minus 4x minus 1 equal to 0. What is the option, my dear? Option B. Next. P is brother of Q. Okay. R is sister of Q. Okay. See, Q gender we don't know, so don't mark anything. S is sister of R. Okay. How is Q related to S? How is Q related to S? I want your answer, my dear. How is Q related to S? What could be the answer? How is Q related to S? Huh? Brother or? Yes, either brother or sister, because I don't know about the gender. Fine. Now, this type of questions are expected every time, my dear. A bag contains 187 rupees in the form of 1 rupee, 50 paise, 10 paise, are in the ratio 3:4:5. Find the number of each type of coin. Find the number of each type of coin. Now listen here, total how much? 187. Now listen here, you want me to use a shortcut? Yes. Now look at this. 3, 4, 5. What is it, my dear? 3, 4, 5. Is it in ascending order? Is it in ascending order? So my options should be in ascending order. Option B not possible. Option C not possible. Option A possible. This is rule number 1 satisfied. Rule number 2. 3:4:5. That means first number should be divisible by 3. Second number should be divisible by 4. Third number should be divisible by 5. I think option A satisfies that also. Now final method. Final is what? Checking. Okay, because none of these option is there, na man. So if none of these option is there means always check it. Total 187 rupees. 102 into 1. M plus. 136 into 0.5. M plus. 170 into 0.1. M plus. MRC. Are you getting 187 rupees? Are you getting 187? See, 102. 136 means what? 68 rupees. 68 rupees. 102 plus 68 is what? 170. 170 into 10 paise, 17 rupees. 187. I think option A directly I am satisfying mine. Yes. Now, pointing to a gentleman, Deepak said, his only brother is the father of my daughter's mother. Okay, his only brother. Whose only brother? That gentleman's. Now, gentleman's only brother is the father of my daughter's father. Now look at this, my. That is Deepak. I told you, next one is daughter. Deepak's father, see, Deepak's daughter's father. Who is Deepak's daughter's father? Who is Deepak's daughter's father? Deepak only na. Arivalingla, eppadi yosikringa? Ayyo. Deepak's daughter's Father. Who is it? Deepak. So again we are coming here. Next, father again. Another relation is father. And the next one is brother. So listen here. This is what gentleman. Gentleman, his only brother. His only brother is the father of my daughter's father. Yes, that is what our gentleman is. How is the gentleman related to Deepak? How is the gentleman related to Deepak? Uncle. The gentleman related to Deepak is what? Uncle. Okay, uncle. Next one. How many each groups of 3 digits are there in the following number series in which middle digit is an even number while at least one of the 2 remaining digits is an odd number? You understand, my dear? Middle digit is an even number, but one of the 2 digit is what? Odd number. Extreme numbers. One of the 2 remaining digits is an odd number. Okay, middle digit is an even number. Okay, is it possible? Is it possible, my dear? This is also possible. This is possible. This is also possible because at least 1 means 2 also possible, my dear. This is possible. This is possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this is also possible. More than 6 is the answer. Option D. More than 6 is the answer. Now, dash P0 Q1 Q01 is equal to summation P1 Q1 divided by summation P0 Q0. Which following test satisfies the above? What is it, my dear? Actually, this is factor reversal test. What is this? Factor reversal test. So far, half an hour over, right? Half an hour over. I think half an hour. Correct, na? I don't know how to check the time and all. Okay. I think half an hour, 30 minutes done. 20 questions only got over. So remaining 1.5 hours, how many questions are remaining? 80 questions are remaining. Of course, I'm wasting a lot of time while solving. If I'm just keep on solving it, I can get it. But listen this, if this is your speed, cannot be acceptable. Now I can increase my speed. Now I will increase. Even if I start now, I will complete within 2 hours. That is, in another 1.5 hours, I will complete the remaining problems. Not a big deal. But I want you to take care of the time. Median of a distribution can be obtained from ogives. Array, median is ogive, man. Okay. Log of 2a minus 3b equal to log a minus log b, then a equal to, look at this, log of 2a minus 3b is equal to log a minus log b. What is it, my dear? Log of a by b. Log cancelled. 2a minus 3b equal to a by b. Cross multiplication. 2ab minus 3b square equal to a. Is that right? Now, we need to find out the value of a. So 2ab minus a is equal to 3b square. Let us take a outside. 2b minus 1 equal to 3b square. A equal to 3b square divided by 2b minus 1. Option A. Yes. Now, ratio of earnings of A and B is 4:7. If the earning of A is increased by 50% and those of B is decreased by 25%, the new ratio of this earning is what? 8:7. What is A's earning? Look at this, my dear. Ratio of earnings A and B is 4:7. If the earnings of A increases by 50%, then those of B decreases by 25%. The new ratio of the earnings becomes 8:7. Okay. So now what is the answer is? Guys, I will tell you one thing. Listen here. It's a fantastic question. Why? I'll tell you why it is a fantastic question. Because if you use trial and error method, you will get the answer. Okay. But there is one option, data inadequate. That means you always go with what? Actual method. Okay, when I go with actual method, if I read the question, some datas are not given properly. Okay, what is given? Ratio of earning A and B is 4:7 is given. A increased by 50% and B decreased by 25%. Okay, my dear, but I don't have any one of their amounts or total amount. One information is definitely missing. So data inadequate will be the right answer. And one more thing I'll tell you, if these kind of ratio questions are coming when the options are data inadequate, so think, don't use trial and error method. Now, A greater than 0, B less than 0. This is actually which topic, inequalities. A greater than 0, B less than 0. Most of you will think, sir, this is going to be very difficult. Hey, Arivaligala, my dear sweet little innocent kids, A greater than 0 means we are talking about a positive number. This is a negative number. Okay, one number is positive, one number is negative. This is what the question is. Am I right, my dear? It's reciprocal. What is reciprocal of a positive number? Positive only. What is reciprocal of negative number? Negative only. Can we say positive is always greater than negative? Say yes or no. Positive is always greater than negative. So my answer is option A. Why to waste our time? Hey, it's a logic, na. We are talking about a positive number and negative number. And it's reciprocal also what? Positive and negative only. Positive is always greater than negative. Answer is done. Yes. Pointing to a photograph. Guys, are you understanding? See, are you able to follow me or not, my dear? Now, what is it? Pointing to a photograph, man said, I have no brother or sister, but that man's father is my father's son. Whose photograph was it? Listen here. I don't have brother or sister, but that man's father is my father's son. I think it is son only. His son. Am I right, my dear? I am talking about my son. Of course, I don't have a son. I have daughters, but still I am talking about my son. Okay, it is son. His sons. W. Handu Huzefa. Kadalle illiyama. Huzefa said W. Where is W? Option A, option B, option C, option D we have. I think in Huzefa's paper we have got all 26 options, it seems. Okay. Most extreme values which would ever be included in the class interval are called? It's a technical question, but I want the answer. Most extreme values which would ever be included. Zapcool is asking, why not B? Look at this. It is clearly given. My father's son. That means man has got a father and father got a son. And again father. Okay, that man's father. So, of course, it is son only. Answer is class boundary. Very good. Superb. Very good. I'll tell you the reason. Why you people are forgetting this rule, I don't understand. What is given? Most extreme values would ever be included in a class interval as called. Okay, most extreme values which ever would be included. Now listen here, my dear. See, 0 to, what is it? Class boundary is also referred to as actual class limit. C is the right answer. Most extreme values which would ever be included in a class interval are called actually what class boundaries. Okay, class boundaries. What is it, my dear? Class boundaries. Next, P, Q and R are three cities. The ratio of the average temperature between P and Q is 11:12. P and R is 9:8. The ratio between Q and R. So Q and R. I want Q in the numerator first of all. So P and Q. Write it as Q by P. Is it 12/11, my dear? Is it 12/11? I am taking invertendo. And that between P and R is 9/8. Threes are, twos are. 27:22. Option B. Now, the shaded region represents what? I think all are what? Included origin means I told you, I hope in my lecture I told you, if include origin is included, every inequality will have what? Less than or equal to sign. Here there is only one option which is having less than or equal to. What is that option, my dear? Option C. There is only one option which is less than or equal to, which is what? Option C. Now, given the function f of x is 2x plus 3, then the value of f of 2x minus 2 times f of x plus 3 is, find f of 2x, substitute x as 2x here, 2 into 2x plus 3 minus 2 into 2x plus 3 plus 3 is equal to, what is it, 4x plus 3 minus 4x minus 6 plus 3. I am getting answer as 0. Sorry. Answer is 0. Option D. Next. The statistical measure computed from the sample observations alone have been termed as. The statistical measure computed from the sample observation. Is it statistic, my dear? Do you remember? One is parameter, other one is statistics, population and sample, I told you, right? It is statistic. Next. If 1000 rupees be invested at interest rate 5% and the interest be added to the principal every 10 years, then the number of years in which will amount becomes 2000 rupees. In my previous session of time value of money, I have done this, I have solved this question. I want you to refer that question, my dear. The answer is 16 2 by 3 years, because we solve this every time. Okay, 16 2 by 3 years. In the following series, which number will replace the question mark? 4, 32, 16, 128, 64. Listen here. Is it increasing, decreasing series? Whenever increasing, decreasing series means, I told you there are two series, two sequences. 4, 16, 64 is one sequence. 32, 128 and this is another sequence. 4 4s are 16, 16 4s are 64. 32 4s are 128, 128 4s are what? 512. Now, a person pays 975 rupees in monthly installments. Each installment is less than the former by 5. Amount of installment is 100 rupees. In what time will the entire amount will be paid? Listen here. Total amount paid is what? 975. Actually, the sequence is like this. Each installment is less than the former by 5. The first installment is 100. Is it 100 plus 95 plus 90 plus dot dot dot? It should be 975. So, n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. d is minus 5, my dear, which is equal to 975. Now, substitute it on the left hand side, n value, and I want you to get the answer. My dear, the answer is 15 months. Listen here. If you substitute 26, 26 also will satisfy. But I always used to tell you, my dear, when you are paying the reimbursement, when it gets over in 15 months, you will not go up to 26. So, whichever is smaller value, that is your answer always. Okay, fine. Now, next one. The annual birth rate as per 1000 or 39.4, 19.4 respectively, the number of years in which the population be doubled, assuming there is no immigration or immigration. Yes, Josefa. Now look at this, my dear. Fine. See, whenever I told you, my dear, when the problem is based on population, there is compound interest. Okay. So, and it is also given there is no immigration. Immigration means what? Original population. It's keep on increasing. How much percentage is increasing, my dear? 2%. How, sir, 2%? See, 39.4 minus 19.4. See, birth rate is 39.4. Death rate is 19.4. The difference is 20 per 1000, which is 2%. And today's population is 100 means when it will become 200. How many years it will take to become 200? Is this the question, my dear? Is the question? Yes. I'll tell you one simple super duper method. It's a compound interest doubled. So I think you know 69 by R plus 0.35 is your answer. Please check this, what you are getting. 35 years approximately. Or otherwise, what smart kids do, these type of questions, they take the calculator, 100 plus 2% plus 2% plus 2% plus 2% plus 2% plus 2% plus 2%, keep on adding. How many times you are adding, that is what our n. And very smart kids, they will use a formula and complete it. But legends always do like this. Now, if n, set of n natural numbers, the relation R is defined as if and only if A divided by B, then the relation R is partial order relation, equivalence relation, symmetric relation, none of these. Okay. If the set, see these type of questions on the examination, I don't think you will be able to answer it because you need proper explanation for these type of questions. Okay. If the set of n natural numbers are the relation defined by R, A or B, if and only if A divided by B. If and only if A divided by B, A divided by B or B divided by A, then the relation R is, listen here, it is symmetric relation. If and only if, my dear, you need to understand the meaning of if and only if. You need to understand the meaning of if and only if. Okay, you need to understand the meaning of if and only if. But remember, my dear, actually, if A divides B, A divide B. Oh, sorry. If A divide B, this is not symmetric. If A divide B, B cannot divide A. For example, A is 4, B is 2. Or, sorry, this way let me take. A is 2, B is 4. Here A divides B, but B does not divide A perfectly. Am I right, my dear? So this is not symmetric, but it is reflexive. But it is reflexive. How? 4 divides 4. 4 divides 4. Yeah, of course it is reflexive. But it is not symmetric. It is asymmetric. Let me check whether it is transitive or not. Look at this. 2 divides 4, of course. 2 divides 4. 4 divides 8. Can we say 2 divides 8? Yes. Transitive also satisfied. Okay. Transitive also satisfied. It is symmetric. It is not symmetric, but it is what? Reflexive and transitive. Do we have that option, my dear, here? No, my dear. So therefore, which is none of these. Now, effective rate compounded monthly. So 6 by 2, which is equal to 6 by 12, 0.005. Am I right, my dear? So formula, if you use 1 plus 0.005 whole power 12 minus 1, or I told one method, what is it? 100 plus 0.5%, 0.5%, 12 times if you have to add, minus 100. So that is our answer. What is the answer, my dear? People are giving me answer B. Rahul Raj is giving D. B. B is the right answer. Now, a cyclist goes 30 km north and then turning east, he goes 40 km. Again he turns to his right and goes 20 km. After he turns to his right and goes 40 km, how far from his starting point? Look at this, my dear. A cyclist goes 30 km to north, okay, turning east, and he goes 40 km. Again he turns to his right and 20 km. After turns his right to his right, after this again turns his right and goes 40 km. How far from the starting point? Look at this, my dear. This total 30. So total actually what? 10 kilometers only. 10 kilometer. Yes. A company establishes a sinking fund. What is my sinking fund? It is future value. A company establishes a sinking fund to provide for the payment of 2 lakhs debt maturing 20 years. Contributions to the fund are to be made at the end of every year. Find the amount of each annual deposit if interest is 5% per annum. Look at this. 2 lakhs is equal to A by I 1.05 whole power n minus 1. Please find the value of A. It is clearly given end of each year, therefore it is regular annuity. Option B, 6049. 6,049. Excellent. Now, a person borrows 5,000 rupees for 2 years at 4% per annum simple interest. He immediately lends another person 6.25 percentage per annum for 2 years. Find his gain in the transaction per year. How smart people do, I'll tell you. That is, I'm borrowing for 4%, but I'm lending it for 6.25%. So, of course, I'm gaining. How much is the gain amount? That is what they ask you to find out. Simply what I do, what is the difference between these two? 2.25%. Am I right, my dear? So, it is simple interest or compound interest? It is simple interest. So, 5,000 into 2.25% into 2 years. Tell me what you are getting. No need to find out for 4%, no need to find out for 6.25%. Then after that you subtract, or otherwise directly you can do like this. What is the answer? Can you please tell me, my dear? What is the answer? 5,000 into 2.25 percentage into 2. Option C, 225 rupees. 5,000 into 2, 10,000. 10,000 is 0.00225 is nothing but 225 rupees. Yes. Next, a Supreme Court bench consists of 5 judges. In how many ways bench has given majority decisions? Listen here. 5. For 5, how many are the majorities? 3 majority. Am I right, my dear? Majority decision means what? Out of 5, I can go for 3 or 2 or 1. So what is it? 5C3 plus 5C2 plus 5C1. 5C3 is, how many bench can give majority decisions? Okay, the bench can give what? Majority decisions, right? 5C3, 5C4, 5C5, sorry. 5C3, 10 plus 5 plus 1, 16. Answer A, yeah? Oh, sorry. It is for per year. See, good. See. Definitely, even I would have committed this mistake. We know the solution. See how mistakes we are committing. People are thinking, na sir, I did right. See, even these type of sums or the same problem also I did several times. Still it did not strike. See? Yeah. Now, if the sum of n terms of an AP, Sn is 3n square minus n. Let me check whether it is right. Okay. And its common difference is 6. Then its first term. Wow, what a difficult question. Why they are asking this type of question? I don't understand, man. How you people, CA foundation students, can answer this type of question? First term, 3 into 1 square minus 1. 2. Answer is over. See? They ask you to find the first term. Only put n equal to 1. That is your answer. See how difficult questions they are asking in the exam. See, listen here. See, so far I completed another 21 sums. Okay, another 21 sums. But time is almost 50 minutes. I think we reduced. 10 minutes we reduced. Am I right, my dear? Now 50 minutes. Another 1 hour, 10 minutes we have. Let's see. Now, a child went 90 meter in the east to look for his father. Then he turned right and went 20 meter. After he turned right and again goes 30 meter, he reached to his uncle's house. His father was not there. From there, he went 100 meter to his north and met his father. How far did he meet his father from the starting point? Look at this. This is starting point. A child went 90 meter to east. Then turned right. Then is turned to right and after going 30 meter, okay, he reaches uncle's house. Here it's uncle's house. His father was not there. From there, 100 meter north. Okay. And he met his father. Now father is here. Let it be. Now here's starting point. From starting point, how much is the distance? This is the question, my dear. This is 20. This is also 20. Total 100 means this becomes 80. Is that right, my dear? This becomes 80. $100 meters. Very good. A child went 90 meter in the east. Okay. Now this is going to be 60 meters. Am I right, my dear? So 60, because this is 30. So 60, 80, and this is going to be 100. Pythagoras triplet again. It is Pythagoras triplet again. Now, next one. A person deposited 5,000 rupees in a bank. The deposit was left to accumulate 6% compounded quarterly for the first 5 years, 8% semi-annually for the next 8 years, the compounded amount in the end of 13 years. Can you please start doing it, my dear? 5,000 rupees. The deposit accumulates 6% for the first 5 years. Quarterly. Quarterly. 6% quarterly is what? 1.5%. Okay, 1.5%. 1.5% we need to add how many times? 20 times. And semi-annually means half. Remaining 18 years. This is 16. If you want to use the formula, this is the way we need to formula. Or otherwise you have to keep on using the calculator. Of course, it's a lengthy method, my dear. You need to be very careful to give the answer. I want you to give me the answer. What is the answer, my dear? I want the answer. Please use the calculator effectively and give the answer. Fast, fast. Please use the calculator effectively and give the answer. Yes. 12,613, my dear. 12,613. Next. Raja, aged 40, wishes his wife Rani to have rupees 40 lakhs at his death. If this expectation of life is another 30 years and he making an equal annual installment commencing now at 3% compound interest per annum, how much should we invest annually? Look at this, my dear. I want to keep 40 lakhs for my wife after my death, and I'm expecting I may live for another 30 years. So from today, how much I have to earn? It's a future value sum, my dear. So 40 lakhs A by I 1.03 whole power 30 minus 1. It is commencing now. That means it is annuity due 1.03 into 1.03. Can you please give me the answer? $1.03. Can you please give me the answer? 81,628. B. Very good. Same question is there in your institute material, but it was calculated as what, regular annuity. But actually it is immediate annuity sum. Now, the sum of all natural numbers between 100 and 1000 which are multiple of 5. Yes, it is clearly given between. The meaning of between is what, neither includes 100 nor 1000. So what is it? 105 plus 110 plus dot plus 995. Am I right, my dear? Now, what is n equal to? What is n equal to? By L minus A by D plus 1. 995 minus 105 by 5 plus 1. What is n equal to? What is n equal to? 178. Okay, I'm going with you. So n by 2, first term plus last term. Yes, can you please give me the answer? What is the answer? Please give me the answer. Option A, 98,450. Why people are taking too much time, my dear? Yes. Now, the number of ways in which n books can be arranged on a shelf so that two particular books are not together. My dear, when it comes to this type of n and all, don't get upset. Okay. Always remember, Sheik Sir Zindabad. I think you attended our permutation combination, right? Out of 10 people, if two always want to sit together, what is the answer? Out of 10. I hope you attended my permutation combination session. Those who attended my permutation combination session, they can give this answer, my dear. 10 people, 2 wants to sit together always. Tell me what is the answer? Tell me the answer. Out of 10, 2 wants to sit together. What is the answer? 2 factorial into 9 factorial. What is the answer, my dear? 2 factorial into 9 factorial for 10 people. Now for n people is the question. For n people is the question. My dear, just do what I'm saying. Yes. Now just do what I'm saying. Here you substitute for n. Look at this. The number of ways in which 10 books can be arranged on a shelf so that two particular books are are not together. Okay. If two people are not together, that means what, my dear? Yes. 2 into not 2. 8 factorial into 9p2. Am I right, my dear? 8 factorial into 9p2. Is it nothing but 8 factorial into 9 into 8, my dear? Can anyone tell me what is 8 factorial into 9 is? 9 factorial. Am I right, my dear? Is it 9 factorial into 8? Is this right, my dear? Can we write this? Simplification, ma. This is just a simplification. Look at this. Hey, look at this. Two people are not together, na? So 8 factorial. Remaining 8 people, there is no constraint. So 9p2. I think everyone can give that answer. After that, when I look at the option, there is no options are in terms of factorial notation. So I'm converting 8 factorial into 9p2 can be done as 9 into 8. So this 8 factorial into 9 can be done as what? 9 factorial and 8 is alone. So is it 8 into 9 factorial, my dear? When 10 people are there, my answer is 8 into 9 factorial. When n people are there, my answer is going to be n minus 2 into n minus 1 factorial. Am I right, my dear? So my answer is option A. Is that right? Next. A certain ball, when dropped to the ground to 4/5 of the height from which it falls, it dropped from a height of 100 meters. Find the total distance it travels before finally coming to rest. Fantastic sum. I think I have not solved this type of sum in my revision lecture also. Okay, even in the classroom as well as revision lecture. That is the reason I called you for paper solving, so that the coverage will be full, my dear. Look at this. I am dropping a ball from 100 meters. Rubber ball from 100 meters. So of course, after touching the ground, it will come back. It will bounce back. But when it bounces back, is it going to reach again 100 meters? No. It will reach 4/5 of the actual distance. Again it will go back. Then again it will reach what? 4/5 of the actual distance. I need to find out how much distance it traveled before it's coming to a rest. Please, physics. As per physics, the ball will never come to a rest. Okay, it's always in motion. So what we are going to substitute is, we are going to find out sum up to infinity. This is sequence and series problem. So which is 100 meters plus 4/5. That means what? 100 into 4 by 5 is what? 80 plus 64 plus dot 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 up to infinity, my dear. But here there is a problem. Please, here there is a catch. Always remember, I am dropping from 100 meters. It travels 100 meters and touching the ground, coming back to 80 meters. Then again you go back to, the ball goes to 80 meters. 64 meters, again go back 64 meters. Only 100 travels one time, rest everything travels two times. So it should be 2 into. Now 100 plus 2 into A by 1 minus R. A is what? 80 by 1 minus 4 by 5. Tell me, my dear, what is the answer? Am I getting 900 meters? The answer is 900 meters, my dear. The answer is 900 meters. Now, 4 friends A, B, C and D live in the same locality. The house of B is in the east of A's house. Okay. House of B is in the east of A's house. Okay. But in the north of C's house. Okay. North of C's house. So B is north of C's house. The house of C is in the west of D's house. Okay. In which direction A's house is? D's house is in the which direction, my dear? D's house is, what is it? Southeast. The direction is what? Southeast. The direction is what? Southeast. Now, two equal sums of money were lent at simple interest 11% per annum, 3.5 years and 4.5 years respectively. The difference in interest for two periods was 412.50. Then each sum is, look at this, my dear, two equal sums of money were lent at simple interest 11% and what? 3.5%, sorry, 11% per annum, 3.5 years and 4.5 years respectively. If the difference of the two periods was 412.50, then the sum is, okay, then the sum is fine. So equal sum only, let me take it as a one same principle. One is 3.5 years, the other one is 4.5 years. What is the difference is given, my dear? 412.50. Am I right, my dear? 412.50. Okay. Then they ask you to find out the sum. Okay. Then they ask you to, the difference in the interest is given period is what? 412.50. Now, the total interest is 11%. Total interest is 11%. What is the difference of the years, my dear? What is the difference of the years? Tell me. 1. So, simply you can do. Can you try 412.50 divided by 11%? 37. Answer is over. I will tell you why, what is the logic behind it. See, look at this. You know simple interest formula. What is it? PRT by 100. Am I right? Now look at this. So here I want to find out principal. So what is principal equal to? Simple interest into 100 divided by what? R into T. Simply what you know? Simple interest divided by rate of interest and time. What is time? 1 year. Because 3.5 years, 4.5 years, the difference is 1. So simple interest divided by 11% is going to be my answer. If the difference is 2 years, you would have multiplied by 2. Correct? Otherwise, we have to leave as it is. Is that clear, my dear? It's a simple method. Now, how many pairs of two letters word inductive are there in which many letters being between them in the given word as in the alphabet? Okay. How many pairs of two letters of the word inductive are there? Yes. Now listen here. How many pairs of two letters of the word? What exactly the question is given? How many pairs of two letters of the word inductive are there which have as many letters between them in the given word as in the alphabet? Only one we have. How many pairs of two letters of the word inductive are there in which have as many letters between them? Only I and E, na? Only one pair we have got. As many letters, that is maximum letters only I and E have got. Okay. So option, only one pair. Option C, my dear. So total we have solved 50 questions. Now in 1 hour we solved 50 questions. Let's see, I think we are on track. Okay, though in the first 20 questions took us, see, this is what your experience also, my dear. First 20 questions, first 15 takes will take time. Once our brain adopt everything, I think it will go fast. The same experiment. That is what the reason I am solving paper solving in front of you, my dear. So in this case, what happened? First half an hour only we solved 20 questions. It is like, power play game. Cricket matches and all, initially first 10-20 matches will go slow, then after that we will start hitting it. Last 10 overs is what? It's like, battering power play only. So now look at this. There are 8 houses in a line and in each house only one boy lives with the conditions as given below. Jack is not the neighbor's Seaman. Okay, here Seaman, no, it is Simon, it should be, because only we South people know who is Seaman. Okay, Jack is not neighbor of Seaman. Harry is just next to left of Larry. There is at least one to the left of Larry. At least one to the left of Larry. Paul lives in one of the two houses middle. Mike lives in between Paul and Larry. Okay. If at least one lives to the right of Robert and Harry is not between Todd and Larry, then which one of the following statement is not correct? Now tell me, my dear, genuinely I want you to give me the answer. Will you attend this question in the exam? If you ask me frankly, you are not supposed to attend this question. Do you all agree with me or not, my dear? You are not supposed to do that. See, for reading question itself we are taking so much time. So Jack and Simon are not their neighbors. Harry is just next to left of Larry. Harry is just left of Larry. There is at least one to the left of Larry. What is this? Okay. There is at least one to the left of. So more than one people can be there left of Larry. Paul lives one of the two houses in the middle. Okay. So Paul lives between. Okay. Mike lives between Paul and Harry. Paul and Larry. Okay. Paul and Larry. Mike lives between Paul and Larry. Now Paul between what? Lives in two houses in the middle. So here I may need one more person. If at least one lives right of Robert and Harry is not between Todd and Larry, I can take Todd here. Okay. It goes on like that. It is actually waste of time. But remember, what is the question then? Which one is of following is not a correct statement? Todd is in between Paul and Jack is the not correct statement. This is the only thing I can come to know after reading the question without arrangement. But it will take a lot of time, my dear. Those who want to do, please solve. Arrangement now, you try to solve the arrangement. Now, Anshul's father wishes to have 75,000 rupees in bank account when his first college expense begins. How much amount his father should deposit now at 6.5% compounded annually if Anshul will start college in 8 years, hence from now. Now look at this, my dear. Is it nothing but future value? Is it nothing but future value? Say yes or no, my dear. It is actually future value we are going to calculate. So what is it? 75,000 is equal to, sir, this is not annuity type, sir. No, it is not annuity. Compound interest. P into A equal to P into 1 plus I whole power n. So what is it? A, 75,000. P, what is principal amount? We need to calculate. 1.065. It is 6.5%. 1.065 whole power 8, my dear. So can you please calculate what is P is equal to? Yes, Rahul Raj. Second round, if you get time, we will do it. But I will not go beyond 7:30 because 7:50 because today I started lecture at 5:50. So 7:50 is my target. Let me check how many questions I can solve. Yeah. Can you please give me the answer? What is it? 75,000 divided by 1.065 whole power 8. 45,317. Approximately option A, my dear. Approximately option A. Now, integral of 1 to 4, 2x plus 5. Of course, basic integration. 2x square by 2 plus 5x. 1 to 4. 2 to cut. 16 plus 20 minus 1 plus 5. 36 minus 6, which is 30. Answer is C. Now, 5 bulbs of which 3 are defective are to be tried in 2 light points in a dark room. In how many trials the room shall be lighted? Okay, listen here, the room shall be lit. That is what the question is. So what we can say is total number minus dark. Okay, total number minus dark. That means total is what? Total how many bulbs? 2 light bulbs. So total number is 5C2 minus defective, how many are there? 3 are defective. Minus 3C2. 5C2 minus 3C2 is your answer, my dear. 10 minus 3 is 7. 7 is your answer. Option B. Now, a company may obtain machine either by leasing it for 5 years. Say we have to take the decision. Therefore, it is present value. Now, a company obtained machine either by leasing it for 5 years at an annual rent of 2,000 or by purchasing the machine of 8,100 rupees, if the company can borrow money 18% per annum, which alternative is preferable? Let's see, my dear. First, let me check. So, 2000 divided by 0.18, 1 minus 1 by 1.18 whole power, how many years? 5 years. Okay. So, what is it? 1.18 whole power 5 divided by equal to minus 1 into 2000 divided by 0.018. Can you please tell me what is the answer? 6254. Is that right? 6254. Now tell me, if I buy, I have to spend 8100. But if I have to lease, I have to pay only 6254. Now which is preferable, my dear? Leasing is preferable. Why should I buy when I can lease it for 6000 rupees? Now, in how much time would the simple interest on a certain sum be 0.125 time the principal at 10% per annum? Look at this, my dear. How much time would the simple interest on a certain sum? See, look at this. Simple interest is equal to 0.125 times principal. So, P R T. What is time? That is what we have to calculate. Divided by 100 is equal to 0.125 P. P get cancelled. So, time is 1.25 years. It is 1.25, my dear. Option A. Next one. The difference between compound interest and simple interest on a certain sum for 2 years. So, I think you know Pi square is equal to 10. It is given P into 0.1 the whole square is equal to 10. So what is P is equal to? They ask you to find out. Can you tell me, my dear, what is P is equal to? 10 divided by 0.01. I think I am getting 1000 rupees. Next. A machine worth 4,90,740 is depreciated 15% on per opening value of each year. When it will reduce to 2 lakhs. Can you use the calculator? What you will do? 4,90,740 minus 15%. After how many times you decrease minus 15%, you are getting this. But remember, there is a problem here. Options very close. So don't use calculator method. Use the actual method. That is the best method for this. Look at this, my dear. How much? 4,90,740. And what is the depreciated amount? 2 lakhs. So my amount is 2 lakhs. 4,90,740. 1 minus 0.15 whole power n. This is the question. Am I right? Can you please give me the calculator? So 0.85 whole power n equal to 4,90,740 divided by 4,90,740 divided by equal to into 2 lakhs. 0.40 7546. Sir, I can use trial and error method, sir. No, my dear. If you use trial and error method, actually if you use trial and error method, the options are very close, so we cannot use trial and error method also. Let me take only 4 digits. Okay, let me take only 4 digits because I am going to use log method. Apply log on both sides. N equal to log of 0.4075 divided by log of 0.85. The people who don't know how to find out log by using calculator, now you can check it, my dear. What is it? 0.4075. 13 times square root. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Minus 1 into 3558. I get minus 0.3898. 3899, let me take, divided by 0.85. 0.85 log. 13 times square root. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. minus 1 into 3558 minus 0.705 minus 0.7059 we can take. Now divided by 0.3899 divided by 0.70 0.0706 which is 5.52, my dear. What is it? 5.52, or which is 5.5. Simply what? 5.5. 5.5 means what? 5 years. What is 5.5? 5 years 6 months. Don't read it as 5 years 5 months. 5.5 is 5.5, which is 5 years 6 months. Now okay, in how many ways can a party of 4 men, 4 women be seated at a circular table so that 2 new men are adjacent? See, first we are arranging all 4 men. All 4 men can be accommodated in 3 factorial ways, and there will be places available for women is going to be 4 factorial. So which is 3 factorial into 4 factorial is the answer, my dear. 6 into 24. Is it 144? Now candle is coded as and how will minute return the same code? Now I think two letters, right? C F, that is D E, A B C, N P Q, O P, sorry, D E F, L M N, E F G. Okay, M N O. Is it P, my dear? Say yes or no. Next D, sorry, next one is what? I, J K L P L. So my option is either C or option D. Next N O P, that is Q, P L Q. Only one option, option C, my dear. That's it. You no need to go for full length coding, decoding, my dear. In 3 letters we can identify. Next, Radha moves towards southeast distance of 7 km. Then she moves towards west and travels a distance of 14 km. From here she moves towards northwest and a distance of 7 km. Finally she moves a distance of 4 km towards east. How far is she from the starting point? Okay. Please give me the answer, my dear. Radha moves towards southeast. Look at this. Okay. North, south, east, west. So Radha moved towards southeast. Here southeast, right? How much kilometer? 7 km. West, how many kilometers, my dear? 14 km. Only west is 14 km. Okay. From here she moves towards northwest. Distance of what? 7 km. Again 7 km. Now, and finally she moves distance of 4 km towards east. Okay. Now, finally moves. Okay. See, actually it's a parallelogram, my dear. So if this is what is the total distance here? How many kilometers she moves? 14 kilometers she moves. Am I right, my dear? 14 kilometers she moves. So this is also 14 kilometer. But after reaching here, she moves 4 kilometer. So remaining there are 10 kilometers. Answer is 10 kilometer, my dear. I hope you understand. Look at this. Let me explain this once again. So nothing to explain, but still fine. Okay. Can you tell me the first condition, my dear? What is the first condition? What is the first condition? Radha moves towards southeast at a distance of 7 km. Okay. This is 7 km. Then she moves towards west, travel distance of 14 kilometer. Okay, 14 kilometer. From here she moves towards northwest, 7 kilometer. Northwest, 7 kilometer. Okay. Now opposite sides are parallel, my dear, so it's a parallelogram. And from here she moves a distance of what? 4 kilometers. So this is the starting point, this is the destination. So remaining there are how many kilometers? 10 kilometers. This is the question, my dear. I think you understand this. Now X tells Y, Z is my mother's brother, and Z tells Y, your mother is my sister. How X related to Y, my dear? Look at this. X tells Y, Z is my mother's brother. So whose mother's brother, my dear? Z is my mother's brother. My mother's brother. Who is it? Who tells X? X has got mother. That is nothing but Z. Z is my mother's brother. Okay. So, fine. This is what Z. And Z tells Y, your mother is my sister. Okay. Your mother is my sister. So, Z's sister is Y's mother. Now, how is X related to Y, my dear? How is X related to Y? Can you please tell me how is X related to Y? I think data is not proper, inadequate. Maybe cousin can come, but cousin is not there in the option. Definitely brother, sister not there. Nephew also not possible. It is actually what, data inadequate. Now, an aeroplane flies from A to B at the rate of 500 km per hour, comes back B to A at the rate of 700 km per hour. The average speed of the aeroplane. Look at this. They ask you to find out average speed. The meaning of average speed here, distance, speed, distance and time. So therefore it is harmonic mean, my dear. Therefore it is harmonic mean. So what you will do simply, sir, 500 divided by m plus 700 divided by m plus MRC into 2. That's it. What is the answer? 583.33 km per hour. Or otherwise, I think 2AB divided by A plus B. Fine. Somebody is giving me 600 km. Oh my dear, you are not supposed to find out arithmetic mean. Because here the problem is based on speed, distance and time. If the problem is based on speed, distance and time, you have to use what? Harmonic mean. Now, for a moderately skewed distribution, which of the following relationship hold? I think median, sorry, not this. Mean minus mode. Mean minus mode equal to 3 times mean minus median. Now, the mean and standard deviation for a group of 100 observations are 65 and 77.03, and 60 of these observations have mean, standard deviation 70 and 3 respectively. What is the standard deviation of group comprising 40 observations? Is it combined, madam, my dear? Combined standard deviation you have to find out. Tell me what is it? There are two groups. Let me take group 1, group 2. Now what is given for group 1? Total number of observations. First group has got 60. Total there are 100. Therefore second group will have 40. Now the mean of the 100 groups are given 65 and 7.03. 65, 7.03. This is for first group. This is our mean and this is our standard deviation. This is combined. For the first group, 60 of this observation, mean as 70 and standard deviation has got 3. Now the question they ask you to find out, what is the comprising of 40 observations? Now I need to find out these two. Now what smart kid do? Now I'll tell you. Since it is 7.03, okay, one is 3, other one is, I can directly mark it as 4.03 so that I can get 7.03, but this cannot happen every time, but mostly this could be my answer if you want to save some time. Otherwise I'll show you how to do it. Now we need to find out second group arithmetic mean by using calculator. I think you know how to find out. 100 into 65 m plus, sorry, MRC m minus, okay, 100 into 65 m plus and 60 into 70 m minus MRC divided by 40. I get 57.5. Now, what is our D1, my dear? Difference between 57.5 and 65, which is 7.5. What is D2? Sorry. 65 and 70. 5 and minus 7.5. Now, combine the standard deviation. Root of n1 into sigma 1 square plus d1 square plus n2 into sigma 2 square plus d2 square minus 7.5 the whole square, which is nothing but 4 what is it, 7 8 0 56 556.25 divided by 100, which is equal to 25 plus 9 is 30 34 60 into 34 plus 40 sigma 2 square plus 40 into 56.25 is what? 2250. And 60 into 34? 2040. Am I right? 2040. This is given as, okay, this is 7.03. Now squaring on both sides. If I square it on both sides, 7.03 into equal to 49.4209 is equal to, which is 16 to 34, 2040 plus 2250. 2040 plus 2250 is equal to 4290 plus 40 sigma 2 square divided by 100. Now I cross multiply this 100. 4942.09 is equal to, or I can bring this 4290 this side, minus 4290 is equal to 40 sigma 2 square. So 4942.09 minus 4290 divided by 40 and its square root. I get 4.03. I told you the answer directly. I don't think you should go by this way because it is our time consuming. Now, x and y are the two random variables, then variance of x plus y. What is it, my dear? Variance of x plus y. X and y are two variables. What is variance of x and y? Actually, it's a covariance is different, but variance is different, my dear. Variance of x plus y is nothing but variance of x plus variance of y only. Suppose that weather record shows that an average 5 out of 31 days in October are in rainy days. So P is equal to 5 by 31. It's a binomial distribution. Assuming a binomial distribution with each day October as an independent trial, then its probability that next October will have most 3 rainy days. Okay. Now look at this, my dear. How many rainy days we'll be having? At most 3 rainy days. At most 3 rainy days. October will have 31 days. Am I right, my dear? So it's just 5 by 31. Q is equal to what? 26 by 31. At most means what? There can be 3 rainy days or 2 rainy days or 1 rainy day or no rainy day. So what exactly will come, you know? 31 C 3. 5 by 31 whole power 3. 26 by 31 whole power 28 plus 31C2 5 by 31 whole square 26 by 31 whole power 29 plus 31C1 goes on like that 4 times. Such a lengthy sum. I don't suggest to do this sum in the exam even though if you know it. But I will mark the question answer and I will give it to you, my dear. After checking this, you will get 0.2403. 31C1 5 by 21 26 by 31 whole power 30. Finally 31C0 5 by 21 whole power 0 26 by 31 whole power 31. Yes, this is what you need to do. It's such a lengthy sum, my dear. Okay, and if you do it 0.2403, but in the examination I don't suggest this particular sum to be solved. Okay, next, the mean weight of 15 students is 110 kg. The mean weight of 5 of them is 100 kg. The another 5 students is 125 kg. The mean weight of remaining 100 students. Remaining students, look at this. 5, okay, remaining 5 students they ask you to find out. It's very simple, my dear. If you want to use calculator, just do what I'm saying. 15 into 110 m plus 5 into 100 m minus 5 into 125 m minus MRC divided by 5. Can you please tell me what is the answer? 105. That's it. Now, in a class of 3 students, in a class of 11 students, 3 failed in a test. 8 students who passed secured this 24 marks respectively. Okay, what will be the median marks of the students? My dear, look at this. Please look at this, my dear. We need to find out median marks for all 11 students first. But only 8 students marks given. I always give this example while doing median. For example, 10 students are there, only 7 students marks are given. If they ask you to find out 10 students, average means the only thing is what? Median only to be used. So of course, let me arrange it in ascending order, my dear. Let me arrange it in ascending order. What is the smallest number? 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 20, 24, 26. My dear, sir, what happened to the remaining 3 students, sir? Because I need to find out median for 11 students, median marks of 11 students, but I have got only 8 students marks. So remaining 3 students, they failed. The meaning of they failed means what? They scored less than 10, of course. So all the 3 can be here. X1, X2, X3. Do you all agree with me, my dear? X1, X2, X3. Because they have to, because we need to start from there only. Now total 11. So 11 means 6th observation is our median. What is 6th observation? 12. So our median marks is 12. I hope you all got it. Next, the variance of the data 3, 4, 5, 8. Shall we start? Variance of the data. What is the variance formula? Summation x square by n minus summation x by n the whole square. Use the calculator. 3 square. That is 3 into m plus. If you want to use calculator, just do what I am saying. 3 into m plus 4 into m plus 5 into m plus 8 into m plus, oh, what is happening? What is it? 3 into m plus 4 into m plus 5 into m plus 8 into m plus MRC. This is by 114 divided by 4 minus summation x 7, 12, 20. 20 divided by 4 the whole square. Yes, 114 by 4 is what? 28.5 minus 25. So 3.5, option B. A lady travels speed of 20 km per hour and returned quicker speed. If her average speed of the whole journey is 24 km per hour, find the speed of the return journey. Harmonic mean? Okay, what is it, my dear? Harmonic mean only. Okay, speed of the return journey they ask you to find out. Now look at this. What is combined average? Combined harmonic mean is what? 24 km per hour. Am I right, my dear? Combined average is what? 24 km per hour. Is that clear, all of you? Combined average is 24 km per hour. So 2 divided by 1 by 20 plus 1 by second harmonic mean. This is what they ask you to find out. Okay, this is what they ask you to find out. Now look at this. Take LCM. 24 is equal to 2 by, if you want to use trial and error method, my dear, that is the best method. Actually, I'll tell you trial and error method. I think that is the best method. Hey, I have calculator here, man. It's not working. Okay, I'll show you trial and error method. That is the best method here. Now look at this. Do what I'm saying. What is the first option? 25. 25 cannot be the answer because 25 can be the answer. Sorry. 25 can be the answer. So let me check. 20 divided by m plus 25 divided by m plus MRC divided by equal to into 2. I should get 24. If I get 24, that is my answer. But I am getting 22. So this cannot be my answer. Next one is 30. Let me check 30. What is it? 20 divided by m plus 30 divided by m plus MRC divided by equal to into 2. Wow, I get 24. My answer is 30. Now, let the mean value of x be 50. Then the mean of u plus 10 plus 5x will be what? Listen here. They ask you to find out mean. Mean is affected by shift of origin, affected by change of scale. So directly you substitute 50 here. 5 50s are 250. 250 plus 1 is 10 is 256. Sorry, 260. The difference between mean and mode is 63. Then the difference between mean and median. Look at this. I think you know the formula. What is it, my dear? Mean minus mode is equal to 3 times mean minus median. Now look at this. They ask you to find out mean minus median. The difference between mean and mode is given. This is a 63. So is it 63 by 3 is our answer, my dear? 21. If the arithmetic mean between two numbers is 64, geometric mean between them is 16, harmonic mean will be, I think you know it, geometric mean square equal to arithmetic mean into harmonic mean. So which is 16 square equal to 64 into harmonic mean. Can you please tell me the answer, my dear? 256 divided by 64, which is nothing but 4, my dear. The answer is 4. If the first quartile and mean deviation about median of the normal distribution is 13.25 and 8 respectively, then the mode of the distribution, it is nothing but x bar. I think those who attended normal distribution formula at my lecture, you know it's very simple. What is given? Q1 is equal to 13.25. Mean deviation is equal to 8. Is it 0.8 sigma equal to 8? So sigma equal to what? 10. So now substitute here in this formula. What is Q1 is? Mu minus 0.675 sigma is equal to 13.25. So mu is equal to 13.25 plus 6.75 sigma, which is nothing but 20. My answer is 20. Sir, you are getting mean as 20, sir. My dear, in normal distribution, mean equal to median equal to mode. I need to complete the remaining problems in 20 minutes. Okay, let's see. Another 25 problems are there. A sample of 100 dry battery cells tested to find the length of life produced the following results. X bar is 12, sigma is equal to 3. What percentage of battery cells expected to have life less than 6 hours? Okay, less than 6 hours. Screen is not visible. Huzaifa, what you are saying? Is my screen visible, my dear? Huh? Yes. Now listen here. They ask you to find out what is the percentage. Okay. Probability of x less than 6. This is the question. Convert into area. Area under the curve z less than x minus mu. What is x is 6? 6 minus mu divided by sigma. What is sigma is 3. Which is nothing but, Josefa, I think there is a connectivity problem from your side. So the answer is z is less than minus 2. Okay. I need to draw the area diagram. Minus 2 is here. So I think they ask you to find this area, which is 0.5 minus 0.4772, my dear. Can you tell me what is 0.5 minus 0.4772? Zero point 0.0228 something, right? So the answer is 2.28 percentage. My dear, the people who knows this part very well, then only you should attend. Those who don't know, please leave it. Not a big deal. If all observation of distributions are increased by 6, then the variance increases. My dear, if each observation increases, that means a shift of origin. Variance is not affected by the shift of origin. It is unchanged. Now, the average of 5 quantities is 6 and the average of 3 is 8. What is the average of the remaining 2? Look at this. I think you know. 30 minus 24, 6 divided by 2, 3. Answer is 3. Orally we can solve this. Now, the standard deviation of the weights in kilogram of the students on a class 50 students was calculated 4.5 kg. Later on it was found that due to some fault weight machine, the weight of each student was under measured 0.5 kg. The correct standard deviation of the weight will be. Listen here, my dear. Please read the question once again. The standard deviation of a weight of 50 students 4.5 kg. Later it was found that due to some fault, the weight of each student measured 0.5 kg. Measured by 0.5 kg. That means each student weight is less than 0.5 kg. Sir, each observation decreases to 0.5, but the standard deviation will not get affected because it is not affected by shift of origin. So my answer is equal to 4.5 only. Next, the probability of getting qualified in IIT JEE and IIEEE by a student are respectively 1 by 5 and 3 by 5. The probability that the student gets qualified for one of the two tests. That means P of A union B. What is it, my dear? P of A union B, which is P of A plus P of B minus P of A intersection B. See, listen here, my dear. The probability that at least one of the two tests. Am I right? So, since it is independent, my dear. So, what is the answer? 1 by 5 plus 3 by 5 minus 1 by 5 into 3 by 5, which is 4 by 5 minus 3 by 15. 12 minus 3, 9 by 15. What is it? 1 by 5 and 3 by 5 only, now. Oh, 25. See, 5 5s are 25. Four by 5 minus 3 by 25, which is 100 minus 3. (20 minus 3), 17 by 25. Option A. Now, A, P, R, X, S and Z are sitting in a row. S and Z are in the center. Okay. A and P are at the ends. A and P are at the ends. R is sitting to the left of A. R is sitting to the left of A. Okay. So, R is sitting to the left of A. Next, who is to the right of P? Okay, who is to the right of P? Now here, S and Z are in the center. A and P are at the ends. So S, Z are here. Total how many people? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here only 5 are there. Huh? S and Z are at the center. Okay. There is one person will be here. Who is it missing, my dear? X. Okay, X will be here, so that S and Z will be here. Who is the right of P, my dear? Who is right to the P? X. Now, in a normal distribution, the relationship between quartile deviation and standard deviation, I think the people again who attended my session remembers it. QD is to MD is to SD is equal to 10 is to 12 is to 15. Now the question is between QD and SD. So what is QD by SD? 2 by 3. Am I right, my dear? So QD is 2/3 of SD. Actually here QD is less than standard deviation. Quartile deviation is what? Less than standard deviation. Next, the mean of the following numbers which are given in the ascending order is 25. Mean is 25, my dear. Find the value of x. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Am I right? 5 by 5.5. So which is 5th and 6th observation. Okay. X plus 2 plus x plus 4 divided by 2. X plus 2 plus x plus 4 divided by 2 is equal to 25. 2x. X is equal to 22 I am getting after simplifying. It is A. Now, the average age of group of 10 students was 20 years. The average age increased by 2 years. Then the 2 new students joined the group. What is the average age of 2 new students who joined the group, my dear? Look at this. The average age of group of 10 students is 20 years. The average age increased by 2 years when the 2 new students joined. That is, total average increases by 2. What is the average age of new 2 students? That is the question. Am I right, my dear? For example, let me take group 1, let me take group 2. For example, 10 students. Average age is what? 20. Now what happened? 2 students increased. And the average age also increases by 2. Now, what they ask you to find out, what is the average of the 2 new students? This is combined, sorry. 2 students added, combined will become 12 and 22. They ask you to find out this. Use calculator, my dear. Use calculator. How to use calculator, I'll tell you. Or otherwise, you can use trial and method, anything. Okay. What can be done, you know? 22 into 12 m plus 20 into 10 m plus m minus mrc divided by 2. Can you please give me the answer? 30? 32 years. The theory of compound probability. I think other day only we did. Theory of if A and B are independent or not. No, no, they are not independent. Listen here. Theory of compound probability, P of A intersection B equal to P of A into P of B given A. The method usually applied for fitting binomial distribution is known as, my dear, it is actually method of moments, my dear. What is it, my dear? Method of moments. It's, sorry, method of moments. If standard deviation of first n natural number is 2, then the value of n. What is the formula for standard deviation of n natural number is? Root of n square minus 1 by 12. There is a formula which is given as 2. Now standard deviation is 2 means squaring on both sides. 4 is equal to n square minus 1 by 12. 49, n is equal to 7. Among the examinees in an examination, 30%, 35%, 45% failed in statistics, mathematics and at least one. That means, okay, of the subjects respectively, an examinee is selected at random. Find the probability that he failed in mathematics only. He failed only in mathematics. That means what? He failed in mathematics but not in statistics. Am I right, my dear? Probability of M intersection S dash. What they ask you to find out? Probability of M intersection S dash. This is the question. What is probability of M intersection S dash is? Probability of M minus probability of M intersection S. So I need to find out what is probability of M intersection S. Listen here. What and all given? Probability of M is given as 30%. Am I right? I can write it as 0.3. Probability of S is given as 0.35. Probability of statistic at least one, that is M union S, given as 0.45. Now probability of M intersection S, you know what to do. 0.3 plus 0.35 minus 0.45. What you are getting, my dear? 0.2. So probability of M is actually what? 30%. 0.3 minus 0.2. Oh, not like this. It is given, clearly given. Find the probability that he failed in mathematics only. That means he failed in mathematics but he passed in stats, which is probability of M intersection S divided by probability of S. Tell me, my dear, what is probability of M intersection S? We got 0.2. Am I right? What did we get? What I am missing? M intersection S dash, probability of M into probability of S dash. What is probability of max, my dear? 0.3 into what is probability of S dash? What is probability of S is? 0.35. S dash is what? 0.65. Tell me what you are getting. I did everything ulta. Actually, statistics is given first, mathematics is given next. Actually, this is, see, what a blunder. This is probability of statistics and this is probability of mathematics. Sorry. Now it's a one line answer, my dear. Look at this. It's a one line answer. I just made it complicated. Extremely sorry because of this ulta fulta. Now look at this. Find the probability that he failed in mathematics only. That is, he failed in mathematics only means he passed in stats. Am I right, my dear? So which is passing and failing in mathematics or statistics were independent even. They are not dependent. So directly what probability of M intersection probability of S dash. What is probability of M, my dear? 0.35. Probability of S dash is what? 0.7. Now tell me what is the answer. Now tell me what is the answer. 0.245. That's it. The overall percentage of failure in a certain examination is 0.3. What is the probability that out of 6 candidates, at least 4 passed in examination? So the meaning is what? At least 4 or 5 or 6. Okay, that is probability x must be more than or equal to 4. It is a binomial distribution, my dear. It is binomial distribution. So 64 0.3. See, what is P? Here it is failure is given. So Q is 0.3. P is equal to 0.7. So 64 0.7 whole power 4 and 0.3 whole power 2 plus 65 0.7 whole power 5 0.3 whole power 1 plus 66 0.7 whole power 6 0.3 whole power 0. Now by simplifying this we will be getting 0.74. Use calculator effectively and get the answer. Of course it will take time. Suppose E and F are two events of a random experiment. If the probability of occurrence of E, this P of E, is 1 by 5 and the probability of occurrence of F, P of F, 1 by 10, then the probability of non-occurrence of at least one of the events E and F. Listen here. Probability of non-occurrence one of the event E and F. So then the probability that non-occurrence of the event, we need to find out probability of E intersection F first. What is probability of E intersection F is? F given E, sorry. So which is 1 by 5 into 1 by 10, which is equal to 1 by 50. Now probability of non-occurrence. The meaning of non-occurrence is what? At least 1, my dear. At least 1. That means 1 minus P of E intersection F. Actually they ask you to find out this. E dash union F dash, non-occurrence. 1 minus P of E intersection F, the whole dash. One minus 1 by 50. 49 by 50 is the right answer. Now, for some bivariate data, the following results are obtained from the two variables. Okay, the most probable value of y when x is equal to. So listen here, y minus y bar byx into x minus x bar. X is 60. 60 minus 53.2. Just check this, my dear. So y is equal to what? 17.7. Such a simple sum. Now A, B, C, D and E are sitting in a bench. A is sitting next to B. Okay. C is sitting next to D. D is not sitting with E, who is on the left end of the bench. Okay, so E is left end of the bench. Next step. C is on the second position from the right. C is on the second position from the right. So C is on the second position from the right. Okay. Total 5 people. C is on the second position from the right. A is to the right of B and E. A is to the right of B and E. So B, A. So D has to be here. So D has to be here. Now listen here. In which position A is sitting, my dear? between B and C. Between B and C. Next, Fisher's ADL index number. For calculating index number satisfies the unit test, of course. Factor reversal test also it satisfies. So both A and B. If the first and the sixth letters of the word credentials were interchanged, also the second and seventh letters, so on, which of the following would be the eighth letter from your right? Please, my dear, what is given? If the first and the sixth letters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, if the first and the sixth letters are getting interchanged, also the second and the seven letters, so on, which of the following would be eighth letter from your right? Listen here, my dear, eighth letter from your right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, this is my eighth letter from my right. So it will interchange to what? E. Am I right, my dear? It will be interchanged to E or A? Sorry, A. A. Sorry, A. Because eighth letter, na? A. A is the right answer. Next, cost of sugar in a month under the heads of raw material, labor, direct production were 10, 12, 20, 35 and 23 units respectively. What is the difference between the central angle for the largest and the smallest component? What is the largest component? 35. What is the smallest component? 12. Find the angle between them. So total is 90. 12 plus 20, 30, 22. Is it 90, my dear? 35 by 90 into 360 minus 12 by 90 into 360. So 4 times 140, 4 times 48. Answer is 92 degrees. Frequency density corresponding to a class interval is the ratio of what? Class frequency? No. Frequency divided by class length, my dear. In order to compare two or more related series, okay, in order to compare two or more related series, we use either, see, multiple bar chart, grouped bar chart, or one and the same, A or B. What is the probability of making 3 correct guesses in 5 true or false answer? I think the people who attended my session, you know it. True or false means it is 1 by 2 symmetric. So directly one line we can give the answer. 5C3 divided by 2 power 5. 10 by 32. What is 10 by 32? 0.3125. The number of calls arriving at an internal switchboard of an office 96 per hour. Find the probability there will be. Listen here. Not more than 3 calls on the board. At least 3 calls on the minute is okay. 0.09 respectively. Okay. So these are the 2 conditions given, my dear. 2 conditions are given. See, what is the probability of making 3 correct? Sorry. The number of calls arriving. E value is given. It is Poisson distribution. Not more than 3 calls. What do I mean not more than 3 calls? X must be less than or equal to 3. Am I right, my dear? So which is equal to P of 0 plus P of 1 plus P of 2 plus P of 3. So which is equal to everywhere e power minus 1.6 will be there. Take it outside. Okay. What is m is 1.6 only. 1.6 whole power 0 by 0 factorial. 1.6 whole power 1 by 1 factorial. 1.6 whole power 2 by 2 factorial. 1.6 whole power 3 by 3 factorial. Simplify and try to get the answer, my dear. Okay, the answer would be these 2. The number of subsets of the set formed by the word Allahabad. The number of subsets of the set formed by the word Allahabad. See, in Allahabad, repetitions are not allowed. Am I right, my dear? Total, how many different letters are there? 1, A, L, H, B, D. Only 5 letters are there. So, which is nothing but 32. Am I right, my dear? Which is 2 power 5? 32. Yes, guys. We completed all 100 sums and exactly 2 hours. Look at the time. I said 7:50. Exactly 7:49 now. So at least 7:50 and it is bound to happen, and with at least 70% of the problem I did explanations. I hope you understand. 70 to 75% of the problems I did explanation. So you also solved with me. So 2 hours is not a big deal. I request now how to prepare. Now this is the way we need to prepare. We need to keep on solving. Okay, keep on solving. For example, tomorrow we are conducting one test. Am I right? Tomorrow we are conducting one test. I want everyone should write the test. Download our app and write the test, my dear. The tomorrow's test will be solved in the coming week. Okay, tomorrow's test question paper will be solved in the coming week. Okay, tomorrow's test will be solved in the coming week. Is that right, my dear? Yes. So I want everyone should write the test, my dear. I want everyone should write. So writing or completing paper in 2 hours is not a big deal. This is what I wanted to show you. But remember, in one session you may not get the confidence. If you want to score very good marks in paper 3, my dear, paper 1 you will be able to manage. Paper 2 definitely you can manage. Don't worry. Okay, paper 2 and all you can manage. I can just give some additional information, but no need to just go for some regular things and all. It is just information is more than enough. Paper 4 you can manage. Only one paper is always troublesome paper. It is paper 3, my dear. If you want to score good marks in paper 3, if you want to clear that paper 3, we need to solve n number of papers like this. So whenever I call, try to come and attend the session. Whenever I call, please try to come and attend the session. See, my dear, I think you know it. We have our own classroom. I can just send this information to my students and they can solve it. Then why should I come on YouTube? Why have to work for everyone, my dear? So please take this opportunity and get rid of this CA foundation in this attempt, my dear. Okay. Soon we are going to meet again in the coming week. Accounts, company accounts, I'm planning to conduct one session. Law also some revision session will be conducted. Economics also some revision lectures. 2 lectures I'm planning for economics, so that now, because my target is from my class, that is in IQ, at least 80% attendance, sorry, 80% passing. We are targeting 80, more than 80, because I can target 100 out of 100, but the 20% of the students neither writing test nor attending the lectures, so I cannot take care of those people. So remaining people, yes, definitely they will through, but I want everyone should attend. Even along with the IQ students, please, non-IQ students, you also come and participate. And you see our beautiful team, because the big team is ready, my dear. So I want you to just attend the session. Thank you, all of you. Okay. Bye, everyone. Good night. Sweet dreams. Yes, Suzefa. Correct. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.